Welcome back, hunters. I'm the SurvivalVis, and we returned to Way of the Hunter on the Lintukoto DLC Reserve. So last episode we got through a couple of the main missions, found little hints to Wispy. Seems like a reindeer with a lantern stuck on its antlers. That took a lot harder and was worse to try getting out than I thought it would be. But we got that done. Now we're going to change focus and see about just picking up some of the new main missions we probably have sitting around here, and then going forward with that. So let's just work our way in here, head up, and we're also trying to kill some time a little bit longer so we can do this house made of glass to go and do that, which actually I should probably activate that right now. Because yeah, that's just up here a little bit, so that's not too bad to reach. So let's check the computer, see what new emails we've got, and what new jobs there are to be done. Email. There we go. Oh, Lars Vessa.
Reindeer became my favorite species to study and hunt. I grew to love everything about them. I consider myself a specialist, if I could be so brazen. The ones I've not seen yet are on my hunting list. I'm planning a trip soon to Norway to hunt a Svalbard reindeer. Can you believe that? Only residents may hunt Svalbard reindeer, but I got some friends on the Scandinavian hunting forums and received special approval. Before I leave, there are still some elusive individuals I'm yet to obtain in Lintukoto. I've heard recently that a rare albino reindeer has been spotted in this area. I can't believe it. Finally. What about some friendly competition? The first one to bag him pays the other one. I'll send you the last location where he's been spotted. Lars Vessa.
An albino reindeer. That would be interesting to try to go after. It should be pretty easy to spot it, but yeah, albinoism out in the wild is pretty rare. Both just to naturally happen and even have an animal survive to like adulthood with it. Because generally being like completely pure white in coloration is not all that good to have for like blending into your environment and such. But we'll work at tackling this little hunting map thing right here first. Yeah, so get that. Hop in you. And looks like I just need to do 180 and head up into the woods a little bit. It doesn't look like there is a footpath to there, so I guess I'll just might as well try literally driving through the woods to reach that. And probably smack every poor tree on the way. Okay, but yeah, let's be careful if we can. I'm not really looking to encounter any wildlife on this little detour, but you never know either. And, okay, looks like just like another... you know, we still got 45 minutes, so let me just head up to this little spot over here if I can. Check that out. I think I can... Oh, don't be how deep are you? Oh, I think we're just going to be able to get through that. And what is this little spot? Now, I don't think it's a... Oh, well, there's a sign up there we'll check out. Pieni Pojoinen Harbor. Yeah, I'm definitely going to. Pronunciation is not going to be a strong suit for, well, anything I do or have done, so I'm probably going to annoy quite a few people with my attempts, but I'll still try to do the attempts. Yeah, so this would be the spot in question they want us out here at. I'm just surprised it is such a narrow window of, like, yeah, only 2 hours, but... I guess I can just, like, do some looking around, see if there is anything in the area. I kind of doubt there will be. Like, I've never been too active on the maps at night to know, like, where a lot of the animals are, but I don't think there'd really be that many just roaming around later into the late. I think they'd mostly be like through the need zones and then spending like most of the night at a rest or sleep spot. I think the animals, what have we come across here? Moose, pheasant, boar. I think that was mostly it. We did have the one run-in with our first wolverine to the southeast-ish or just directly east? East-southeast-ish. So I don't think we'll have any more run-ins with anything really around here. Yeah, I figure we'll get this kicked out since we did let the day go fully by as much as we could. And actually, let me take a look and see where it says last known area. Is that down over... Okay, yeah, so a bit north of there, and thankfully out of the limited hunting grounds there. So yeah, let me swap that over. Yeah, nothing really active right now. Yeah, I don't really have anything else to really kill time out and about. I mean, I guess this does look like an okay spot. The only issue I would have is if you're trying to put any kind of building here would be like, it does seem like it is kind of like marshy swampland area, so you probably have to get some pretty good or wide footing or foundations in place. Otherwise, it'd probably just sink right down into things. We've got to kill 30 more minutes. You know what? Maybe I'll do a little bit driving around. I do still need to harvest a moose of a certain size, so maybe if I can spot any around here, that would be a decent way to kill our time. Kinda rough terrain, ain't it? But then again, I did drive into a swamp, so I shouldn't be too surprised. No. Okay, scared a couple pheasants out of the bush. I prefer not to hit anything so we have more roadkill to worry about. Although, truth be told, I think I've been fairly good when it has come to this game for, like, roadkill. I think I've only hit... I believe it was one thing on the very first map. No, okay, some more wild boar. There was a 2-star mature in there. But I mean, again, the boars are one thing that I think I've got to get practice with or just be more comfortable going for, like, a brain shot at. Yeah, that only killed like 10 minutes. I mean, there is an acceleration of time compared to like... no, that's just a small pine tree. We've done this full upper loop before. That's how we've gotten that campsite found. Just trying to think if there's anywhere else I'd want to go checking off and seeing. I think with it nights, it won't be too active for stuff, and it'll mostly be me just flushing it out if I do go by with the vehicle. Oh, speaking of, I might be scaring something else out over here. I thought I saw... I thought I'd seen something just to our right, but maybe not. Yeah, nothing else really active and about in the area. Okay. Oh, hang on. Was that a... Oh, great light goose. What the hell? Let's try for one. I think we managed to get one before. Yeah, we'll swap over to the U. Oh. Ooh, lordy. Was not expecting the charge from her. Okay, but she was just a young female. I'm kind of glad she was a young one. Maybe an older one would have been a little more mature and gotten to us faster. Because, yeah, gotta be careful. The animals can be aggressive. I do kind of find it a little funny, though. It was after, okay, we've been at stop and rest for a little while, that she's charged out like that. Okay, you know what? It's getting close to the time that I need for this little spot, or for, like, the site visit, so I'm just going to drive straight back to it. Knock this out, and then we can focus on anything else much more easily. Because again, 2 hours, I mean, it sounds like a big time frame, but when you're actually playing, you kind of lose track time. It seems like it can go by super quick on you, so I don't want to be too distracted and then let this chance go by. I mean, it could just easily, again, change the time of day at a spot and get it done, but at least this kind of came about more naturally for us. No, was there a... I mean, there's a moose right in there, but I think it was just the way the trunks of the trees were. Okay, yeah, let's get right over to this and see.
Great location. Thanks. The hospitality business is new to me. I used to work in cybersecurity, so everything feels unfamiliar. What should I say to better introduce myself? I have a kind of unoriginal story. An overworked man coming from a big city into a rural area, avoiding burnout. I never stood out too much from the crowd. It may sound foolish, but I'm used to feeling like a sidekick to the main character. My friend Voito, he was brilliant, but he isn't around anymore. Not sure if I can make a business work without him, but I'm still going to try. You know, embracing the whole be the main character vibe. What about you? Tell me something about yourself.
Yeah.
My name is Mikael. This is my first week as a warden in Lintukoto Reserve.
I was hoping for something a bit more personal, but we'll get there.
There we go. That's done. Okay, yeah, just wild boar eat zone. Knock that off. Oh, just grey-leg geese. Oh, and something new back at the main lodge. So you know what? We'll fast travel to there, pick this up, and see what our next steps will be. Open you. And let's head on our way up and over. I do kind of wish for a computer or laptop you could move it around in the buildings. That way it wasn't having to go all the way up to the top corner room over and over, but no worries. Okay, email. Oh, looks like we got quite a few. Okay, from Pekka Oli.
Hello again. Yes, I'm writing you an email again. I know you prefer contacting people in person, but I don't want to bother you. This isn't an issue that needs to be dealt with immediately, or maybe it is. I received information from the investors that they don't want to support my project, Frostview Sanctuaries. They say that making it affordable for anyone defeats the purpose of luxury, but I don't agree. I thought, what would Voito do? He had an excellent mind, not for hospitality, but in the sector of cybersecurity. He didn't know how to deal with people. He was very analytical and argued that people behave emotionally, not logically. So, he would stalk problematic clients online. Or as he would call it, analyze them. So I did it too. One of the investors is very fond of hunting and prides himself as a sniper of nature. I decided to rebrand my business pitch. I want to also use the hunting community as potential investors. I'll show the investor that Lintukoto is a wonderful place for long-range hunting. I just need to know if it's possible. I'm relying on your help, Pekka.
Okay, I mean, that's not a bad angle to take if you are trying to get, like, tourism and such for the outdoors, so we'll take that. And what do we got here? A couple more? Good lord, he sends a lot of stuff. Although, I wonder if this is maybe to go into, like, trying to teach the player more so. Like, so if you do tackle this as, like, one of your first game things you do, rather than, like, the main tutorial, these are, like, ways to help you out. So, this is from Pekka again. Hey, so I didn't exactly know that long-distance hunting can be considered unethical. Is that why investors are so interested in it? I wouldn't want to build my business on something like that, so I'm attaching an article on how to make it ethical just in case, even though you probably already know about it. Skill and proficiency. Develop and maintain excellent marksmanship skills. Practice regularly at various distances to understand your limitations. Know your rifle and ammunition, ensure they are well suited for long-range shooting. One of the things about Way of the Hunter in general is to know your rifle and ammunition, because of how the hunting tiers and such all work out. Equipment. Use high-quality optics such as scopes to improve accuracy and visibility. Choose a rifle with appropriate caliber and ballistic performance for the game you're hunting. Knowledge of animal anatomy. Be familiar with the anatomy of the animal you're hunting. Target vital organs for a quick, humane kill. Avoid shots may result in non-fatal wounds, causing unnecessary suffering. Yeah, that's just general hunting advice, not just long range. Environmental factors. Consider environmental conditions such as wind terrain, which can significantly affect trajectory of the bullet. Wait for optimal shooting conditions to increase accuracy. Patience. Be patient, wait for the right opportunity. Avoid taking risky shots simply because the animal's at a long distance. Preparation is plan your shot before taking it. Consider the behavior, movement, and potential reactions. Ethical shot placement is aim for high percentage shots, targeting vital areas like heart and lungs. Avoid risky shots may result in wounding rather than clean kill. And follow-up shots is prepared for follow-up if needed. Ensures you can quickly dispatch an animal and minimize suffering. And then we have on the issue of silence, which actually has a voice.
I've heard that you have a tragic backstory of your own. Having had a boxing career, actions mean more to you than words. I think I understand you better now. Pekka.
Okay, kind of weird, but whatever. So we need to harvest a fallow roe deer or northern lynx. Must be shot from 250 meters or more. That's not all that bad of an objective to try meeting, so... Is the bed up here? Ah, there it is. Let's go for a brand new day. I don't think there's anything else to find in here. Oh, hang on, is there? Oh, I guess your equipment is shown on your the back of your character just because of how the shadows are. I didn't realize that, but also hunting game. You play in first person, so probably hard to know. Yeah, let's go till... we'll go to 7 in the morning. Wait, why can I go into vehicles from the sleep option? Okay, a little weird, but whatever. So I know we've seen some roe deer around the area. I'm wondering if maybe I could try getting 2 missions with 1 harvest. Okay, I guess just go out this way, even though I have to go around. Oh.
Hello there, Mikhail. How are you?
I read your email, Pekka. I'll help.
Oh, thank God. Sorry for bothering you. It's just that habit of yours, not answering emails.
And a habit of yours, ignoring that I prefer to speak in person.
Oh, so you can tell a joke. I used to communicate entirely via email. I spent 3 hours rewriting my email to you so I wouldn't sound like a corporate robot. I hated it in the city. I used to draw animals doing silly stuff as a way to get rid of anxiety during meetings. Like a little raccoon eating candy floss, or a golden collecting rocks from the bottom of a lake. Once I mindlessly doodled on an important document. I felt like a child caught spraying graffiti. I don't want my project to fail, and to have to go back to that. Otherwise, I'll end up like Voito.
I won't let that happen.
Thank you.
God, that guy paints a grim picture of what happened to poor Voito. Burnout and not with us anymore is a pretty dangerous combo. Okay, but if we're going for roe deer, I know we've come across them to the west across here. So, it does have to be from a fair distance out, but I think oh. Well, what do we got over here? An adult and a female. Now, I'm trying to remember. I know I need a certain size. So I don't think I need I think I need a mature male moose, not an adult. But it is also the case that I could just try and see. Like, he's not that far off. Now, I don't know what that will do with that being a hollow point. It should have been a lung hit. So I'm just going to drive with the vehicle out and check the spot, and then I can go on foot from there. Alright, you know what? We'll leave this here. But, unlike last episode, let's get some hunting in quick and early for the series, or for today's episode. I might have to double check how the audio capture is going to be, because I might have it pretty high gain. I thought I was lowering it, but I think I've done the opposite. Okay, yeah, so it should be just around here. Oh, there's... I actually have the marker basically right spot. No, it will go down from it. That's what I wanted to see. No, those are feed zones. I'm not looking for that. I'm looking for... that was urine analysis. Okay, with it being kind of marshy here, it might be a little hard following up with the blood trail. I might have to go looking and wandering for a bit. Greyland geese around here. I mean, I shouldn't be surprised. Grecian moose eating. Well, we know that for sure from what we just took. But the problem is trying to find where those trails have kept going from. They should stay pretty steady since it does say the animal will go down from it. Yeah, it's not going to be all that timely in a manner, but at least we do know it is going to go down. No, that's not. Oh, we might be lucky and stumbled across another bit. No, just those tracks. I was hoping I would have found a little bit more just roaming about, but I might have to go back to where we've left the marker and see. Yeah, I'll have to do that. It's just that way I can get an idea of the angle it left out of here at. Like, I'm pretty sure it had went straight out that direction, but I just want to make sure so I'm not so gung-ho that I'm completely off course for a really, really long way out. Oh. Sense something running over there. I don't know if that was that moose, or like the female that was with him or not. Yeah, a little odd to see that happening all the way out there. And thankfully the wind does seem to have a pretty standard direction it wants to blow on this map. It seems like it's always towards the south. I do admit I like that consistency over the hunter... Okay, there's another one. Yeah, God, that was kind of hard to see with being partially in the water there. You know what, if I go from then it probably would have kept going through the water here. Maybe I should try just like straightforward like this. Oh, yeah, that seems to be the case. Okay, straightforward. Bingo, there's some more bits of it. So we'll just basically take that same logic and go right out here. I think I saw... Yeah, there's the trail. Again, I like this system of trying to track down so much... Well, in some ways, I like it much more. Like, when it comes to the blood trails and following up, this is really nice, but I still do wish there was more of a way, like, oh, right down there. Of, like, how you could have more active tracking outside of if you wounded an animal. Yeah, here you are. Nothing too big. Oh, looks like I managed... Okay, it was pretty high. That's probably why I was able to get the distance he did. If I went a bit lower, more center mass, that would have been a much better hit. But still at least enough to take him down, and yeah, he's like around half of the weight I need for that one objective. So it does have to be a mature one. Okay, let me just clear all those. And yeah, we'll get back to the vehicle and keep driving and see what else we can come across. Now, I'm not actually sure if I've been across anywhere where we've really seen the fallow deer. Because I didn't even realize they were one of the species on this map, aside from... I guess there was in the note for, like, trying to depict, like, code name or like, the riddle names or whatever. That was listed in there, too. But I don't know if I've even found a need zone or sign of them yet. Yeah, no, I don't think so. So I'm not even sure where to start looking for them. But we do have roe deer need zones. Oh, actually right around there. So I may be able to spot one. Yeah, let's hop back into there and just go for a drive and see what we can come across. Now, I might have to switch out to, like, a lower tier rifle if we do see the... maybe. It is 250 meters we need for, like, this sniper of nature sort of thing. Oh, I think I see... Yeah, there's another moose way out there. I can't tell if she's on her own or not. Looks like she is. Well, that's just an adult, so we don't need to really go for her. And I'm just going to stop for a moment. I know we've seen boars pretty regularly around here. No, unfortunately we're too close for her. So we'll probably just leave it alone. But at least it is holding true. This is a need zone for them to come drink at. No, she wasn't alone there, actually. Okay, I don't know if it was young male, adult female, young female. I think I'll let them go. There's that moose we saw, or possibly even a different one. We'll let them go and see what else we can find. I prefer to try, like, at least an adult male if I can for the roe deer, just to, like, keep with the hunting practices and such. don't... gray like geese flying away there. I don't really see anything through the trees or such here, though. Yeah, maybe what we'll do is we'll try hitting here and then keep going out to the west. Just to see more of the map and also try for anything else that we can come across there. Yeah, we've got the campsite we've hit before. Okay. Yeah, nothing I can really get good visibility from the road from here. So we'll just keep working our way west and see what we can come across. But yeah, a lot of the map just feels like it is so the same over and over, like... Well, at least we found... Actually, I can't tell if that's snow up there, that's just grass and such. No, apparently there's something down here? Okay, what do we got for a track? Your Asian moose. If we can find a mature male, I would definitely try taking them, but... No, we also got a need zone here of some kind. A mound? That's like a den for, like, Wolverine? Exactly that! The Wolverine den. Okay. Interesting find. Makes me kind of wonder if I should have this ready with the, standard broadhead, just in case I get charged like the honey badgers kind of did. Let's see. Oh, gray wolf around here too. Oh. I'm guessing the question mark is this cave here. Uh-oh. Oh. Okay. Ooh. That's actually a nice looking specimen. The only problem will be... is if I can get him to a point where I can get him with the bow and arrow. Because it's like 3-star mature one is pretty nice to see. Might actually even taxidermy him. Now this is... Pilotetu Cave. Probably said that wrong, but... let's take a look in here and oh. Well, that's handy. There's actually a light in here. Doubt there's anything to, like, find here. Yeah, it's actually interesting to have a cave system be able to go through. That's probably not going to help you all. Actually, with how the game operates, it'd probably be a hindrance to use a system like this to get around, since animals can, like, pick you up through terrain. I do wonder if I could use this to get... oh, and actually kind of comes up to a nice, lovely opening here, eh? Oh, and right to a campsite. Are you not going to register as a campsite because you have no... I mean, this looks exactly like you would think a campsite should. But but not even registering as a spot on the map for that. Okay, but yeah, since we're over here, maybe I can try getting that wolverine towards us, because we're now kind of closer to the other edge of the lake, or pond, or whatever you want to call that. Yeah, he's still right down there getting a... I thought I was getting a drink, but it looked like maybe he was actually going to go for a swim. Okay, I think I still have the predator call. I do. Perfect. Now, this might be a bit tough trying to figure out the position to get into here. You know what? Maybe I'll see if I can bring him down along the lake shore. Yeah, he heard it. He's trotting his way down. Perfect. Okay, we can work with him now. I think it's shallow enough he'll try crossing the water here. I don't know how good and how hidden I will exactly be here. But I'm wondering if I should use... I almost wonder if I should use the mechanical broadhead again. Because I do think it is the standard one is for penetration. The mechanical is more for, like, wounding. And, like, with how small he is, I don't need the penetration. Yeah, there he is. I don't know if he'll come along there or he'll actually be able to swim. Well, it looks like he does have to trot over this way. I do want to keep my ears open in case I'm calling anything else in too, but... Oh, no, 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 no. Where are you going? That's not the way you're supposed to be going. I wonder if he hit the water and that, like, kind of broke his AI to go backwards. And now I don't know where he is. Oh, no, right there. Now I want to keep an eye on him just in case he does, like, become alert some. Yeah, you know what? For now, I think I'll lay down. Okay, something else is making noise over there. Oh, there he is. Oh, see, again, he's like he's... Like he's on a leash that he can't come quite as far as he wants to. Oh, God, I thought that was, like, him getting angry at us, but I think that's just their, like, general call. But at least now, if he does, like, keep leashing back around to that point... maybe I'll be able to get him from here. Okay, I'm going to stop here. Still says he's calm, so he doesn't seem to know where we are, or that we're here. It says he's 36. Just stay there for me. Shoot. See, that's where I would like to know, like, a little bit of feedback system of how hidden are you? How do the foliage you're in help hide you at all or not? I was like, that would have been so nice to get with the bow and arrow there, but it also seemed like he was having, like, again, almost like on a leash. He could come so close, but then it would, like, turn him around and send him backwards. So I don't know how far he made... Oh! Well, apparently didn't go all that far, did he? And... I don't know if I can bring him back or not. Looks like I kind of can. I think that is one thing I need to remember is if I do scare them off or like make an animal alert and run away, as long as I don't do anything else to provoke them, they won't go too far, and I might be able to try to get like other chances to bring them back in. But yeah, he is leashed to that little spot there. And it's not a need zone, is it? No, it's not registering that. Although I don't know if I have to, like, go and investigate that to open it up as possibly one or not. Like, I mean, if I really wanted to, I could take him from here, but that's going to be not really the most ethical manner of doing so. Okay, I'm going to just be ready with this and try to inch to towards, like, the little bit of an area he's been hanging around. I don't think I'll have him coming back towards us. Because it seems like he has some weird AI. I think it's entirely because of, like, location, because there's, like, the big body of water there. Why he's having these weird little issues of, like, circling around and such. But now he's not even moving. Oh, no, now he's... Darn it, now he's going away from us. I don't know if I should even just forget about the caller and just try getting within range to shoot him. Like, I could try. I'm kind of torn on what I should do here. Like, the collar doesn't seem to be working on him anymore, because he's... We're going to try to be a bit bold here. It's a long shot to try for a 50-meter shot at him, but... I feel like... No. Stop going further away. As soon as I get within range, he wants to trot off a little more. Okay, I think Now or never. Oh, I actually got him. I didn't think I did. How did I hit this guy? Because I have no idea, like, how the connection would have been. I do hate the sound bubbles sticking around as long as they do, but... Well, unless I maybe went, like, right through him, because that does not add up as, like, being a takedown. Yeah, no, that's not how I thought I would have gotten him. But yeah, carved out a fair bit of them. But, you know what? I am going to taxidermy him. A nice 3-star mature Eurasian Wolverine. I won't pass that up. I haven't really heard anything else around this site either. So I think we're good just to carry on. But I'm wondering if because of like this guardrail here and the water there, that's why he was kind of weird in how he was acting. He couldn't get up or down, so it's kind of like stuck in that back and forth area. Oh, let's see. We got another turn off. I mean, we'll go straight. It looks like we might actually have another campsite we have just on to turn off here. I was hoping to find maybe some areas with like better visibility out into the woods, but it seems like it does stay just pretty consistent all the way through here. Oh. Well, that's not bad. Oh, actually... That's the campsite right here, I guess. Yeah. Okay. Oh, yeah, that's right there, and that's probably the parking sign. Get the vehicle, ain't it? Yeah. I got distracted by the opening in the woods a bit here. Yeah, you know what? Let me step out and just do a little bit of glassing to see. I haven't heard anything go running off, so it's quite likely the case there's nothing all that close here, but still might not hurt to do a little bit of scouting. Oh, we've got Eurasian moose. Oh. Okay, well was 200 meters away. So likely I have some distance I can go before it would like pick us up and run off, so I can at least get an idea of what that could be. But now I'm just kind of realizing how vast of a distance trying to get that 250 shot on something could be. I was like, all the way out to there is only 190, so I think I would need to have a really big open area with long, long sight lines. I can't tell what that could have been, even with coming out here. Okay, well, we'll head back to the vehicle. No. I don't know if I have the red deer collar on us right now, do I? No, I do not. Yeah, I can't even, with how thick the bush is to can't even get an idea of, like, well, just even, like, coloration. Yeah, that's some pretty thick stuff up there. I was going to see, depending on, like, what the rating could be, might go for them, but... Nope. Also got a red fox out there. So we've got both the red fox and Arctic fox on this map. Okay. Yeah, that... I mean, I do admit I can see why that was a detriment for, like, what some people would hold against this DLC, is that it used the... too many of, like, the same animal species in a regard as, like, other maps have had. Because, I mean, you've got now 2 Arctic foxes, the gray wolves from another map. The gray leg geese are here as well. The wild ducks are here. The wild boar we've seen before. It really was, I think the only unique species might have been reindeer, lynx, wolverine. And that'd probably be about it. But yeah, I didn't realize how late it's gone into the episode, too. Wait a minute. No. Brown bear tracks. I thought almost for a second the way it kind of looked from afar was like a blood trail, and I was trying to think of, like, wait, I haven't gone for anything here. Yeah, the red deer are right in there. So I can't even see... Oh, I just kind of see her, but not really. Yeah, with how late it's gotten, I think what we'll do is we'll get back to the vehicle and end this episode of Way of the Hunter there for today. We've got a fair few things done. We've got a new Wolverine to our trophy collection we can display whenever we want. We got another moose. We did get the mission objectives done, so we've got a little bit further there. Overall, we've been making slow but steady progress, and I think I'm content with, like, the series to go along with that. Like, it's far better than making no progress at all like we had sometimes for Way of the Hunter. And I do think I made the right call to dial the difficulty down just to make the game more fun for myself. That's probably the thing I'd have to say is, don't worry about what difficulty you play a game at as long as you enjoy playing it. That's the biggest point, is there's no point in, like, trying to set, if you want to challenge yourself, yeah, you can always set the difficulty up. But games are more meant for enjoyment than they are to really, like, frustrate or challenge. Well, mostly. Some genres kind of have that varying, but again, don't be afraid to play lower difficulties if you have to. It's more important to have an enjoyable experience from it than just, like, too much frustration. But with those words to end us off, we'll finish up today's episode right here for today. Of course, something else goes off when I'm talking about that. Oh, brown bear. I can actually see her a little bit. Although, thankfully, a ways off, so we should be fine. But thank you all very much for joining me on this episode of Way of the Hunter, the Lintukoto Reserve DLC. If you did like the video, be sure to give it a like. And if you have any comments, tips, or tricks, be sure to leave the comments right down below. Until I see you all next video episode, Hunters and Survivors, please remember, as always, to take care, stay alive, and happy hunting.